Yeah.
Hey everybody,
Hello.
we're the Ohio guys.
That
Been
we
a
are.
long time.
Yes, it has been.
And tonight we're joining you to deliver a message, basically. A final farewell, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I guess. I don't know. If I knew how to say goodbye and farewell in more than just those languages, I would.
Goodbye, farewell, amen.
What is wait, Japanese, it's
Sayonara.
is that Japanese?
Yeah, sayonara's goodbye.
Is
Konnichiwa is hello.
Oh, konnichiwa, yeah. And then it's the way there's one that means both. It's I can't remember. Domo, no, it's domo.
Domo arigatos, thank you.
It's the yes, thank you. Anyway, there's a Japanese word that means hello and goodbye at the same time, depending on the way you're using it.
Yes.
I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now. Anyway, we probably should have.
Yeah, let's redo this.
I'm going. We'll just keep going.
It's the final.
They're used to us anyway.
All right, look. So the point of this video is, what we said. Yes, we are basically me, Mike, and Crane have sat down, discussed, and the reason why there hasn't been a whole lot of content from us recently is that our next step in our lives is unfortunately away from the Ohio guys.
Yes, this has been a process of us.
Yeah, here's the thing: is when we started the Ohio guys in 2012. Yeah, it was December 2012 when we got this going.
Yes, it was.
It was our very first interview, Shiny Monica Riel.
Anime Crossroads.
Yes. We went into it thinking, okay, if this works out, great. If not, we're having fun. And that was the whole point, was we were having fun. Unfortunately, due to some outside factors, truth be it, we really haven't been having fun with this anymore.
For probably almost a year now for us, I think, at this
Correct.
point. Yeah.
And that we're not saying, and we first off, for anyone thinks it's, for all of our fans out there, we love you guys, and if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have carried on as long as we did these last 8 years.
Yeah, because this original plan of this channel was the interview stuff with the voice actors and stuff like that, for the voice actors to be able to get the fans better, to get to know the fans better, and for the fans to get to know the voice actors better. Basically, what we called it, the voice of the voices, the voice behind the character, basically.
And we kind of evolved from that because we started doing all the live streams, and then
circumstances because of conventions led to that.
Right, and then, that once we figured out, hey, we can use Skype, which is what a lot of our interviews come from.
The Skype interviews with Christian started, which he's done a fantastic job with over the years.
And the other the problem too with that was because conventions were so, I won't say sporadic, but so spaced out. Was we were we didn't have a whole lot of content. We weren't uploading regularly.
Yes.
Hence the reason for the live streams and some of the other stuff we did too.
Some of the live streams and other videos and
I started to fall off stuff, and it got to the point where we just weren't having fun anymore.
It gets to the point where the live streams got to the point where it was less about having, because they were fun originally. Originally they were a great time, but it got to the point where it was like, while you're live streaming these video games and stuff like that, you're afraid of what to say. Like, you get to the point where you're just like, can I say that? Will I get hit for that? Will YouTube get me for that? Will I get reported for that? Okay, I can't say that. I can't say this. I can't say that. Oh, now I can't play the game because I'm not streaming it, so I can't play it.
Right, and then also, the other part of that equation, too, was due to geographical issue, like the fact that we all live in different cities, it became really hard for us to, stream together because, I live an hour away from here, and Crane at the time was living in Michigan, and Christian's in Chicago, and it was really hard when you're having to run a live stream by yourself.
Yeah.
So, because, if you don't have someone to talk to and, play off of each other, it just kind of becomes redundant and just, kind of boring.
Yeah, and like I said, it just gets to the point where it stopped feeling you stopped looking forward to streaming, and it became more like it was work. It was work. Where you're just like, oh, God, I gotta stream. And for me, and Zach will attest to this, it has actually caused me to kind of back away from the video game world. I've kind of removed myself. I'm slowly getting back into it again because I'm playing a little bit off stream and enjoying myself again.
Right, and it was we played
Friday the 13th
the other night.
Yeah.
It was just nice just playing.
Just being able to be ourselves.
Yeah.
And don't think for a second that the people we were on camera wasn't like us. It was us. It's just
that was who we were.
We weren't able to be fully us. I swear like a sailor.
Oh, I do too.
And most of you probably already know that from watching my videos. But what you hear on the videos is not half of what I say in real life.
Or like half the conversations we have off the camera. We
Can't go on camera.
Yeah. Because it involves male genitalia, female, just anatomy.
Things we shouldn't know
Exactly.
about the industry and everything else like that.
We
But
can't-
do.
we can't
and we
say
can't
that
say it
for-
because we're in the. It's a
for
vault.
legal reasons.
Legal reasons, vault. You know.
Yeah.
And we would never spill anything like that.
No, we
So
don't bring
we're just like, you know, we can't say it, and it's like, oh shit, I almost said something that was bad, you know.
Yeah, so it's like at this point, you know, it's just the three of us sat down and
Myself, Crane, David Crane, and then Zach.
we all sat down. We just decided that it was just time for us to move on.
It's time for us to retire, quit, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's retiring. It's basically we're stepping down.
That's not saying the Ohio Guys is ending. Because
No.
Christian is still going to run
Yes,
the show.
Christian Ocampo is going to be continuing the Ohio Guys channel, probably streaming when he can. The interviews, of course, are not ending anytime soon.
No.
There's a year's worth of footage at this point that I have personally myself edited and have up on YouTube that will be going up. So
Right, it's just you won't see Mike, David, or myself really.
maybe in
anymore.
interviews that are, you know,
Yeah, already
already
been
filmed.
recorded
Yeah,
prior to us
pre-recorded
making this video.
Yeah, previous to the video.
Or Christian may be streaming, we may jump on and you might hear from us. But
Yeah, every once in a while maybe we'll jump. Maybe if
Well,
he's
we-
streaming Friday or something, we
I
jump
guess
on.
for like lack of a better term, for like the day-to-day operations of the Ohio Guys,
We are basically not involved.
we're not going to be involved anymore.
Yeah. Oh, we're turning over the
Keys
chain
of the
of,
kingdom to Christian.
we're turning the chain of power over to Christian.
And like I said, like I said, if it wasn't for all our subs and our fans, supporting
We
us,
wouldn't
on
have
this-
lasted this long.
Yeah, we probably would have gone maybe a year at the most.
If
But we
even
kept
that,
going because you kept pushing us.
8 years.
Yeah, and we started trying new stuff. It's just, well, part of the problem was we kind of waited too long to start everything.
Yeah, we just didn't get it. We didn't know. But
we didn't have the resources back
we
then.
didn't have the resources and stuff. And like I said, we would have never been profit anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, because we were having fun.
Yeah,
that was
we
the
were having
important
fun. But it's just, we've gotten to the age, and I think that's, and we were talking about, like, Christian's the only one that really wants to continue going at this point. And we've all kind of come to the conclusion that we think the reason that Christian is still willing to continue and try is he's younger than us. Like, the rest of us have gotten to the age where we're all in our 30s and we're just like, worn out. I think it's the best way to put it. Just
Right.
worn out.
That it's like, I have a 3-year-old, so
Yeah.
my time's kind of occupied with that.
I'm burned out from it. Like, I mean, God, I don't even know how many hours of streaming I have on this channel now. Like, thousands. It's thousands at this point.
Yeah, because then I'm like right behind, well, somewhat behind you, because
Oh yeah, you probably got 1,000 hours now too. Oh yeah, and Crane's probably got 400 or 500, something like that.
right.
And it's just all the hours of editing I have into it and stuff, which is fine because I don't mind using my computer and doing that. That's I actually enjoy that a little bit because I've gotten so good at it. Yeah, you're probably laughing at the video and thinking, yeah, you haven't got that great at it. It's also because
We're not professionals. We're
no,
amateurs.
and it's also because I'm just like, fuck it, it's good enough.
Right, and the fact all the training we had for video editing just came on the fly.
There has been no training for me. We're all self-taught.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just like, hey,
we're just kind of like
we picked a program and went. That was it.
Yeah, like when we did video edits, it was like aside from the interviews, when we did when I did the vlog ones, that was all like duct tape and bubble gum at that point.
Here's something I may have never even said on camera before, but hey, I'm leaving, so I can say it now. I learned how to become an editor doing this for the channel, and also doing porn compilations on Pornhub. Not underneath our Ohio Guy's name, of course.
No.
But that's how I learned, because I learned it from another famous editor that we both respect.
Right.
We're not going to mention the
No,
person
not
because
mention
I
the
don't know. Because that person, that's how I learned about it. He talked about it on a video. But yeah, we learned it from a professional editor that worked for a very famous YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, and I got better at it doing the vlog stuff because it wasn't just cut and dry.
Yeah.
It was, oh, hey, now I got to put in my no laugh videos. I have to put a counter in.
No, yeah, because we were getting to the point where it was like I wanted to learn how to do it better, and I was like, well, I don't have footage to work with, and then I was listening to that YouTuber that I'm talking about talk about how he learned how to do it, and he was like, they asked, well, how did you learn how to do it? And he said, well, I did porn compilations, and they were like, he's like, well, yeah, he's like, it's free, go online, fucking download some stuff, and then make compilations, and he's like, Chop Cut, everything else like that, different audio clips and stuff. He said it teaches you how to, meld stuff together. So if you're watching this video and you'd like to do editing and stuff, that's a great way to try. It is a great way to try.
But yeah, this is coming just from the two of us. Now, to be fair, we'll let you
the
hear.
third person will be talking to you.
Yeah, so let's hear what Crane has to say. Crane?
Hello, everyone. It's been a while after Mike and Zach made their video, so mine's a bit late because, I've been working a lot, until the past month now, with this whole quarantine crap going on. And, basically, guys, a lot's changed in life, and, I'm basically retiring from the Ohio guys for now, because a lot's changed in life, not just personal, but also everything in general, and I just can't keep doing everything like I used to. And the way I see it, and some of the things that has changed over the past few years, I don't agree with. And quite honestly, there's been a few times where I had to leave. My choice, of course, but it's just no. But for the most part, I'd say over the years, I don't regret it at all, because without the Ohio guys, for one, I'd still be stuck in Michigan, and two, I wouldn't have been able to experience all the traveling and meeting all the fans and just meeting all the people that I did get to meet. So I don't regret that at all. But if you guys ever still want to reach me, you can reach me through the Ohio Guys Discord, which Crazy Crane. So if you ever want to reach me, you can reach me through there. But for the most part, during the pandemic at least, just been staying, chilling, playing games, I guess. And hopefully this gets better. Hopefully we all get out of it peacefully and financially stable, hopefully. Well, we'll see. Who knows? Right now, everything's a shit show, right? What can I say? It's depending on which state you're in, really. It's Ohio, it's not too bad. We're actually doing all right. But, for the most part, definitely don't unsubscribe from the Ohio guys. Christian is he'll be running the show from here on out. I'm pretty sure he'll do a great job. So if you ever have questions on what's really going to go on from here on out, I would talk to him, preferably. But for the most part, I'm going to go on hiatus. So if you ever need to reach me, you know where to find me on Discord. Yep, that's all, folks.
And we're back.
Yes. Thanks, Crane.
Hopefully Crane said some good stuff.
Yes.
We're filming this in one shot, so Crane will be put in, and then there you go.
Yeah. So more tricks.
Yeah, more tricks. Woo!
Yeah.
Not fancy tricks because I don't have expensive programs. It's just at this point we ran our course.
Yeah. We're like Mike said earlier. All three of us are kind of burned out from it. As you notice, because the streaming kind of started becoming longer and longer and longer between streams, and it just, having that kind of a conversation is never easy, because it's something, and this is more or less for me and Mike's standpoint is, the other two guys that started it with us are not with us anymore.
No,
I'm not saying that they're dead. They're very much alive.
No, they're very much alive. They've just stepped down at this point.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
The one's doing his own thing.
The other one just didn't want to be part of it.
I think he's still doing his thing.
I don't know, but it's hard. It's kind of hard for us because we started this. We watched it grow. We all put in the time and effort into it. Oh God, I remember those hours on that website trying to upload the video. I only realized, hey, why don't I just link it to our YouTube page? Save myself the hassle.
All the hours of no, God, no. It wasn't even our first project.
Yeah, we had a lot of other projects before it that failed miserably.
That were never on the Ohio Guys channel. I don't even remember what the hell they were on, to be honest with you.
I think we created some fake channel.
Who knows, yeah.
But, so...
They failed miserably.
They did. So, and from the very first time, I remember when we started doing the AMV videos.
Oh
When
god.
when I met him, that's what we were doing.
God, I remember, yeah, the AMV. Remember the fucking
The top 10.
You remember the AMVs and the top 10 videos? Remember the fucking anime science fiction theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah, which we got immediately banned for because they were just like, you can't show this shit, and we're just like, oh, okay. Remember the wrestling league, anime wrestling league with WWK?
That one. See, that one I
215 or
promised,
something
but
like that?
the guy who was in charge of it and.
It was not either
There-
one
there-
of us. I
no.
helped, but that was it.
There were some flaws in it. I won't go into it because I don't want to start bashing him.
No.
But and again, this comes back to the creative environment thing that I mentioned a minute ago. Was we can pitch ideas about each other's projects. Like we all came up with projects on our own. Like I started the vlog stuff, just doing challenges and fun shit like that. And you guys you and Crane started the Why Is It There?
Yeah, why is it there? The movie review things.
Yeah, that one was kind of fun.
Which
Murder,
people actually liked. Yeah.
death. How many? Yeah,
Murder, death. People actually liked it.
yeah,
But that became a chore real quick too.
yeah. You actually sit there and watch everything.
Oh my god,
Right,
we couldn't do it. We were gonna do we were thinking about doing an actual like movie theater review thing, where we would watch a movie and then film it inside of our car, a lot like your How a Guy Shares Too Much.
Yeah,
videos.
but that one kind of was going to be. That one had a very short shelf life because of Copa.
Yeah, well, Kappa. Yeah, that's another reason, guys. If you're wondering, Kappa is another reason that we've kind of been like, you know what, we don't know
can't
what
do
to
it
do.
anymore.
Like, it's like they're hitting people for this, they're hitting people for that, and it's like, well, what can we do then? Like we know the interviews are safe. We know those are safe.
Yeah.
But that's about the only thing we can think of that's actually safe anymore. We don't know if the live streaming's safe or not. It's blinking because it's trying to charge.
Yeah.
It's fine. But like it's yeah. I should tell you how long it's been since we used the camera. The camera was dead.
Yeah. So and so like we pitched a lot of ideas to each other, and a lot of them were like, "Oh, dude, that's crap. No, we're not doing that." So we had arguments over stuff like that all the time because that's what happens when you're in a creative
I
environment.
don't think
like
it was
this.
even arguments most of the time. It was just like, hey, dude.
I think you and I have had a few like heated discussions about
Maybe,
stuff.
but like most of the time it was just like, hey, dude, yeah, this isn't gonna work because of this, and we'd be like,
Yeah. All right.
yeah, you're right.
Or if we did get really hot with each other, we just like walk away for a little while, 5 minutes, and then we'd be like, "You want to go to Walmart?"
Yeah, go to Walmart or you want to stream or something, fuck it. Let's go kill some people on Friday the 13th.
Exactly.
which thank you to the creators of Friday the 13th.
Yes, that gave us a lot.
Oh my god, like, your game basically got us to the point we needed to be at to be able to keep doing interviews at conventions and stuff like that. Like, your game was, what was the name of the company that made that shit?
Oh god, I can't remember now.
Gun Media. Thank you, Gun Media. Because your
Yes.
game is what allowed us to get to where we were. Like, it really did. And fuck you, Victor Miller. But anyway, because he killed the game. But anyway, the game's still fun, too. That's the sad fucking thing. We had a great time.
It's still going strong.
It's still going on. We had a great time the other night on it.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah.
It's just at the point where the three of us, kind of need to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, basically we're the old cowboys that, I hate saying that too because I don't like cowboys, but we're the old cowboys that are on the horse at the end of our, fuck it, we're not cowboys, we're gunfighters. We're the old gunfighters on our horses who have decided to step down, and we're looking at the young guy, which is Christian Ocampo, and going, here kid, flipping him the marshal badge and going, you're in charge now, see you later. And then you just ride off into the sunset.
Yes, so it's just one of those things that someone once said all good things come to an end.
Yeah.
And unfortunately it is true because nothing is forever.
No.
And that's just the way we're looking at it is we were in it to have fun and we had our fun, but now it's
not
fun and we
anymore. It's
we
not
want to
fun
move on.
anymore.
It's time for us to move on to newer parts of our lives.
And before we go, like, first of all, to the fans that have been with us, especially since the ones from the beginning, thanks for supporting us and thanks for being there for us. And just like, I mean, there's so many of you. I mean, and if I don't mention you, I'm sorry. Like, you guys know I'm fucking terrible with names. But like, Bio Gundam's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
Brad, which the hell's his channel? Shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Brad. I can't remember the name of your channel. I'm so sorry.
We had Jamper who showed up.
Jamper, who has been around since
we
the
started
original Friday.
on PC.
Switch. Fucking
1210.
1210. Fucking, you know, Skittles, Miss Goomba.
Yeah,
I
all of
mean, all these people, you know.
S.
Yeah, Steven, you know, our little buddy from Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, McGrady.
Yeah.
McGrady, legend. You know.
Wild.
Wild, yeah. Shit, what's his name? Ah, crap.
Yeah, sorry, we're terrible with
He's always changed his name too on PlayStation. Because he was Stormtrooper originally, and now he's Project Woods. Project Woods now. You know, Project Woods has been around for a while, in and out, but yeah, but he's a kid. You know, he has moments. You know,
Yeah.
But he's been around. He's been a good guy. And if we forgot your name or something like that, I didn't mention you, don't take it personally. We're literally sitting here trying to go. Well, who else do we need to mention? You know, like
yeah, especially all the people we hang out with on.
All the people on Friday the 13th,
yeah, on
like
PC
all
and
of
stuff.
you PC people, you PS4 people, you're what made the game fun. You know,
Yeah.
Hanging out with you guys, laughing with you guys. You know, we still play with you guys. Like, you know, and you know, you've all been great. To all the winners that have won our giveaways and stuff, which they won't be ending. By the way, the 1500 giveaway. Well, is it 1500?
Yes, we're still at the 1500 mark.
The 1500 giveaway will still be up. That's not going away. So don't think for 1 second that, oh, they're not going to chance out and not give away that it's Freddy Krueger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Nightmare on Elm Street box set. It's sitting over there. No, I'm going to ship that probably either to Christian or keep it, and then Christian will contact me when the winner gets there, and I'll have him pull the winner, and then I'll ship it, you know. But no, that box set's over there. It's still brand new in the packaging. I know. I opened up one on the video, and you're like, "Well, how's it brand new in the package?" Because that was my box set.
Yeah, we bought 2.
Yeah. Well, I actually already owned mine, but yeah, I hardly ever use the giveaway box set as the thing unless I don't own a copy of it. But yeah, like those aren't going to stop. Christian, I'm sure will keep those going. But there might be changes down the road. I really doubt Christian will change very much. Like, I guarantee he's not going to change the symbol. He's not going to change the name. Format, I guarantee he won't change the format. Why would you change something that works, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Christian's definitely, you know, he's your new...
He's in charge now.
Commander-in-Chief. He's your chairman, your president, whatever you want to call it. Because he might bring in some new members. You guys might see some new faces, you know, instead of these old tired ones, you know?
Yeah. You look at these ugly mugs for long enough.
For a long ass fucking time, right? Yeah, it's just, you know, at this point, I don't know.
It's time for us to go.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, Christian's in charge of it now. We're not leaving him high and dry or anything like that.
No.
Actually, we're leaving him, I think, pretty well. You know.
Yeah. A nice catalog of a year's worth of videos.
Basically a year's worth of interviews to upload, so he can learn how to edit stuff on himself. Which I will help him. I will walk him through it to a point. You know, we're not in the same location, so I can't like go over and be like, "Here, let me show you how to do this." Right? Yeah. I can help him by walking him through it. But he'll learn before the time's up. You know, he'll be fine. To the voice actors over the years who have spent time with us at conventions and
really hooked us up over the years.
Yeah, hooked us up over the years, spent time with us over the years that we've done interviews with, we went to dinner with, that, you know, we've made.
Actually gave us a lot of ideas on how to do different things.
Yeah, and made friendships with, basically. Thank you for
I won't get into specifics, but there were a couple times where they actually defended us over some stuff out of our control. But
stupid stuff that was not true. Yeah.
You know, they were the ones that came to our aid and were like, no, that's false.
Thank you to all of you. We probably won't be seeing you again.
Yes.
Because not interviews, but conventions are basically done for us at this point.
Yes. Won't go into specifics over that.
No, we won't go into specifics of that. There's a reason for that, but it's got nothing to do with like us or the convention. It's just a change in the society of conventions, and we've decided that
the way how certain things are handled. With
basically, and we decided we don't like the way they're handled, so we out.
Yeah. So instead of coming out here and just complaining and ranting and raving,
we just out. Because
that solves nothing.
No, because people do that shit all the time, and you just look at them like, well, you're an asshole.
No, it's just, you know, it's like two ships in the night. You're just passing each other. And
it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna, like he said, I'm gonna pack up my ship, pull up my anchor, and I'm out. You know?
Yes.
And off into the sea, you know?
Yes, and also to all the conventions that over the years have granted us press privileges and help us set up interviews.
And been extremely good with us.
You know, thank you, because also without you, like we said to the fans, we wouldn't have the content to show to the fans.
A couple off the top of my head that have been extremely good to us over the years, that I can think of right off the top of my head. Anime Midwest, and most of Ryan Koff's conventions. I know that a lot of people with Ryan Koff are just like, blah, 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 for different reasons or whatever, but he's always been good to us. So, and his conventions are fun. Like, we've never really had a problem with any of his conventions.
Right.
And the fans are always great. The actors and stuff and guests are always great. I mean, they've always been a lot of fun. So if you're near a Ryan Koff convention, check it out and see if it's still good. I mean, even the last one we went to was still good.
Yeah.
Youmacon in Detroit. You've been pretty good to us over the years. You really have been.
Yep.
OhioCon, to a lesser extent, but still decent. You've been pretty good to us over the years. TekoshaCon, or Teko, as it's known now. You've been very good to us over the years. The press head down there, which I think his name's Jim, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. He's been just an amazing person to us over the years.
Yeah, and
Anime Next.
Well, no, Anime USA was another one.
Anime
the 2
USA.
years the 2 years we did do press.
Yes, they were very good to us.
Yeah,
Anime Next in New Jersey. You've been. We went to you like once or twice back in the day. In the last 2 years, went to you once. We didn't even go to you last year, and you still treated us like like royalty. Basically, wanted to treat us like royalty this year.
Yeah.
But we decided not to because we don't feel like we should be treated like royalty. We never got into this for the notoriety.
The prestige.
Basically. Yeah, we never expected.
We're not that egotistical.
It's nice when a convention's nice enough to like offer you something. Like, hey, we want to treat you like royalty and stuff.
But that
like
was never what this was about. Because I remember in a lot of our letters to when we were trying to apply for press. I know we're just going on here at this point, but
yeah, but people want it. Who cares?
But we always used to say that to the convention because we meant it. It was, we're not doing this for a free pass. We're doing this because we enjoy doing the interviews.
We want to show the people that are behind the voices.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this.
That's why, a lot of times, even though we apply for press, we always bought a pass.
Yeah, like 90% of the time we bought a pass. We bought a platinum badge to support the convention, which is a more money badge.
Right.
But we never felt comfortable taking free shit from the conventions. We never would. Anime Next, once again, thank you for the offers that you've given us, especially for this year. But we just, even if we wouldn't have been stepping down, we probably still wouldn't have taken it because we just didn't feel comfortable taking it because it kind of takes the whole idea of like nonprofit charitable and kind of destroy. It makes us a liar.
Yeah.
It makes us liars at that point. And not because the convention's trying to make us liars, because they're not. They're just trying to be nice, And I get that. That's awesome. We love it. But thank you for being so gracious with us. And every other convention that's been gracious with us over here. And Anime Next, you will still be getting your donate this year. I know last year you didn't think you'd get it last year because we didn't go. I thought that was great. That lady honestly thought I wouldn't send her the donate last year because we weren't going to the convention. We weren't going to get the notoriety for it.
Yeah.
And then when I sent it, she was just like, "You actually sent it," and I'm like, "Yeah."
And we kept our word.
I kept my word, and she's like, "Well, I didn't. You weren't showing up," and I was like, "Actually, I sent it to her, and her first message to me afterwards was this: "Oh, are you coming to the convention then?" No. Then why did you send it to me? Because I told you I would, and it's for the St. Jude Children's Hospital. It's for charity. Yeah, but you won't get any notoriety for it because you're not going to be here. So? Oh my God, right? Like, is that what we've come to at this point? That you have to get notoriety for doing something good?
I mean, and I don't speak for everyone, but I think there are some people out there that.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Just the notoriety or for the stuff they would get out of it.
God, no, right?
But that was never it for us.
No, hell no.
How many charity donations or auctions did we give stuff to over the years?
At this point, the amount of money that our stuff is sold for is over $10,000.
My favorite comment, and one of the items we would always always take through the autograph lines for a charity was either a bed sheet, we had all the voice actors
Or
from that
pillowcases.
side, and everyone always thought we were stealing them for the hotels.
Yeah, they always thought, they're
Every
always
time.
like, did you steal this pillowcase from the hotel? No! It
Yeah.
was a freshly bought, brand new pillowcase from Walmart.
Well,
They come in a 2-pack.
it was a lot of the voice actors that didn't know us.
Yeah,
The
they
ones
didn't know
that
it was
did,
the time.
they would see it,
They
they'd
would
be
just
like-
laugh.
They would be
just
like,
laugh.
really, another one?
Another
Yeah.
one? It's like, yeah. But like,
People love those.
yeah, people like it. It's something you can frame and put on the wall and be like, look at all these signatures from everywhere, you know. Which is the item we're sending to Next this year. One of the big boys actually. Which we hope goes for as much money as it can.
Yeah.
And not because we're getting a dime of it, because we're not.
It's all for charity.
It's going to. I think there's a St. Jude's Children's Hospital again. I think that's what they do every year, which is a great thing to do because, like, I believe in that. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
St. Jude doesn't charge people for the treatment of those children. Usually, this treatment of those children is usually cancer.
Well, that's what it is.
Oh, is it just
Yeah.
a cancer place? I don't know. I thought maybe it was just everything.
No,
But
it's cancer.
anyway, what? Yeah. Hell, if one of the conventions did one for the Shriners Hospital, we'd send. But I don't know of one because most of the conventions don't do charity stuff anymore. They don't do charity auctions anymore. At least they should, because people like that. It's a good way to feel better about yourself, you know? I mean, people will go to charity auctions and spend a ridiculous amount of money on something that they don't really need to spend a ridiculous amount of money on because it makes them feel better at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, they can say, well, I helped, you know?
Yeah.
And that's good. That's a good thing, you know?
We like to help.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, you know? You want to go to a charity auction and spend $500 on something that, you know, you could probably get for $100. Do it. You know, help out someone in need, you know? Fuck. But yeah. But anyway, we're rambling at this point, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you've stayed around for this long, I commend you. Which some people might, because this is like the last video from us, you know.
Yeah.
Or at least for now. Now, granted, guys, down the road, if we do want to come back to the organization, the Ohio Guys organization, we can. I don't see that happening.
No, I mean,
I really don't see any of us coming back.
no, I mean, like I said, for us to be like, hey, we're moving on, and we're like, we're gonna come back, kind of defeats the purpose of what
It would
this
be,
video.
even if we did, it would be years. It would be at least years. It would
It's
probably be a good 4 or 5 years. Maybe longer.
There's just stuff that we, like, personally, I want to do. There's stuff that, like, we want to do.
Traveling.
As a team.
Traveling.
It's, yeah, so.
We can actually tell you what we're planning on doing now, guys. The money that we spend going to the conventions and stuff like that over the years is hefty. You know, it's been hefty. I've probably got probably 15 to 20 grand total over the years since 2008. So that's not really that bad, you know. Probably 5 to 10 for you.
Somewhere like that.
Somewhere for a Crane too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot of money, right? And at this point in our age, we're just like, and not having fun anymore, because it's just certain things that we just don't like. Anyway. But yeah, it's a lot of money. So at this point in our age, in our lives, we're just like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do it. Like, we're just at the point where we're just like, we'd rather put that money towards something else. Yeah. For us, I don't know about you, but for me and Crane and stuff, it's traveling.
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan, and I want to go to Japan, and I think Crane's going to go. He wants to go to. I want to go to Japan and Thailand the first year. I want to go to Japan, then jump over to Thailand, back to Japan, back home. Not right now, though.
No, not right now.
Not right now, though. There's a thing going around right now we don't want. COVID-19. But yeah.
For me, it's Japan. I just want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Probably within the next 5 years we'll go.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on going like 2 years at most, you know, and then every year after that, because I like traveling, and because I have, you know, disposable income basically at that point. You don't have as much because you have a family, you know. I don't. You just Crane. I want to travel every year. Every year I want to go somewhere new. I want to do, you know, I want to do Japan, and I want to do Japan and Thailand the first year, then maybe Australia and Cambodia. And then after that, I want to go to one of the South American countries, which Christian said he was going to go with us to work. And then I want to go to one of the European countries. Actually, Crane was talking about doing 2, like Italy and Germany together. You know, but like we want to see the world, because we've seen the United States.
Yeah, going to the conventions, we've seen a lot.
We've seen the United States basically.
Yeah, so it's just
which is great. You know, there's lots of cool things to see here too. But I want a different culture now. That's what I want. I want to broaden my horizons, you know. Which I know that's what you kind of want to do too.
Oh yeah, I mean, for right now, for me, it's just Japan, but
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult when you got a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd like Japan.
She wouldn't go.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's true. That's Nana taking care of her for a little while.
Yeah, unless I get the green light from the missus, that I can go with you guys, but that's for another show.
Yeah. Now, now I will say this, guys. If we do go to Japan or something like that, or other places, will that footage possibly make it on this channel down the road?
Maybe.
I mean,
will we be in the footage? Possibly.
Possibly. What does that mean? We're coming back, though? No, it does not. It's just, hey, we were here. Here's footage for you guys to watch. Enjoy, and maybe you'll want to visit one day. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things that we don't know what the future holds.
No.
We don't. And
no one can.
no, and like I mean, with me and my daughter and and me having a family. I mean, like Mike's, like you said, you don't, but you don't know what holds in the cards.
No, doubt it though.
You never know. Same thing with Crane. No one knows.
No one knows. We're all at different impasses in our lives, very similar impasses. But it's just, the conventions are no longer part of our impasse anymore. Neither is the streaming.
Yeah.
It's just, we've reached the end, So, I'm sure Crane had something to say during his part of the video. But I guess there's nothing really else to say. Thank you to everyone who's helped us over the years. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you to the voice actors. Thank you to the conventions. Thank you for anyone who has ever showed us any type of love whatsoever over this. One of the greatest experiences we've had with this, okay, other than streaming and stuff like this, was the conventions. And I'm sure Zach can attest to this because it freaked me out too. Every fucking time. We liked it because it was cool, but it freaked us out every time. Was when somebody you didn't know would come up to you, give you a great big fucking hug, and tell you, thank you for putting your content online. I super enjoy it.
Yeah.
How many times has that happened?
A lot, actually.
A lot. How many times have we just gotten random people come up and just hug, and you're just like, what the fuck, And they're like, thank you so much for being part of my life, and you're just like,
it's just we're not.
I'm not part of your life. What are you talking about? What the fuck?
Because obviously this channel never got to the levels of the Game Grumps
or Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, any of those guys.
It never got to that point where it's like
which we never even thought that would.
That was never the end goal. We just wanted to have fun.
No. Yeah. And then you get that to happen at the conventions and stuff, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And you're just like, scam, somebody's trying to scam me. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
It's not my baby. No. I'm joking. But that would happen to us, and we would just be like, whoa, and then they'd be like, oh no, your videos, we've had people tell us that our videos and talking to us online through the chats and stuff has helped them through rough parts of their lives.
Yeah. We had a couple of people.
We had a girl talk to us at one point that said that she was close to suicide. You remember her?
Yeah, I remember.
The 17-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then spending a couple weeks with us online and us talking to her for 3 or 4 hours during the Friday the 13th streams, me and you, I think even Crane at one point too. At the end of it, we had basically talked her down from it and made her realize that, you're 17. You got, first of all, you're too fucking young to even be considering that, You have a lot of life left, God, at 17, if I knew what I knew now, fuck. But anyway, shit, no. And it's just, and people have helped us through rough times of our lives, We've had some pretty shitty fucking moments, especially in the last year or two.
Yeah.
But
we've all gone through shit.
Oh yeah, it's been behind the camera in the last year or two. It's been, rough.
Just to build on that quickly, not to keep going on.
No, go ahead.
But if you ever find yourself in a situation and we won't get into specifics. I mean, obviously some of us, in previous videos we've detailed some of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing, and I don't know how you feel about this, and is at least from because what was going on was mostly happening to him, and from being the guy who was seeing it happen live for lack of a better term, having a good circle of friends or support group is essential. And that's why, like, sort of like you said, with people who were coming to us with, like, telling us about, rough patches, yeah, it's through the end, but hey, you were like,
We get it.
yeah, we get it.
We've
come
all
on,
been there.
come into the circle. We'll help you.
We've all been there. Like every single one of us. I think I had it the worst in the last 2 years. Well, at least the last year.
Yeah.
But every single one of us in the last 2 years went through some really nasty shit. I mean, Crane is basically starting his life over right now. At 30.
It happens.
I'm kind of starting mine over again. At 32. Christian's basically starting his over at 30. And he's not 30. He's 26, 27? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm bad with ages. And Christian's still continuing. You've been through a couple of rough patches in the last couple of years with shit.
Yeah. And like the thing was though is even when we went through all, at different points we all went through rough patches. The thing was is we always had each other's backs.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean there were times, and I will admit, like, what we talked about before is like there were times where like even our friendship was slowly becoming strained.
Mm-hmm.
And that does happen in friendships. I will say that. Is we will hit rough patches, but the fact is, don't ever give up on your friends. We never did. That's why you and I have been friends for over 10 years.
To a point, we didn't give up. We did on one. Yeah.
That's why, like, when we went through, what was happening last year, we were, all of us were there for, to get through what we got through, because I won't, like I said, I'm not going to go into specifics. There's a whole video that we did on what happened, and, it's just, like I said, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't take your friends for granted either.
No.
Because, yeah, you're going to hit rough patches. Yeah, they're going to do stuff you're not going to like. But don't ever give up with,
Or at least try not to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there comes a point where
there's a certain point where you have to cut the, I guess you would call it like, maybe like an umbilical cord or something like that.
For lack of a better term, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's a certain point where you have to cut it because it's just like, okay, wait a minute, something went down that was a little too far, because there is a certain line, but yeah, most of the time you don't want to give up. And speaking of like the friends and stuff like that and stuff, I want to thank the former members of our group that have been around.
Yes.
Over the years that aren't around anymore. I won't mention the one because he doesn't like to be mentioned on camera. So, thank you to that one who doesn't like to be mentioned on camera. Thank you to David Quinn, who hasn't been around for a long time, but was a big part of this starting. Was a big part of the process starting this. Thank you to Ansel Jung, Jung, whatever the fuck I'm gonna say, who was another big part of this during the beginning.
Yeah.
That, struggled with us at the beginning and stuff, and worked our way through
what happened.
Shit. Thank you to Christian. Thank you to Zach. Thank you to Crane. I'm gonna hold it there because that's I'm not going into the last one because I'm just not going to. But yeah, like thank you to all those guys that have been around there for us. Thank you to the ones who weren't even part of our group who helped us.
Yeah. All the people that we said, hey, we're gonna start streaming Friday at this time. Who wants in? And which immediately be like, let's go.
Yeah,
join in.
Thank you to all the other groups that we've met at the conventions that have been great people to us over the years.
Yeah.
Check out MI Geek Scene. He's an interviewer from Michigan. That is a really awesome guy. Like, we met him when he was first starting off, and when we first met MI Geek Scene, we actually turned over one of our interview spots with a voice actress because we were friends with her, and we were like, well, we can get an interview spot with her some other time, And he never got an interviewer, so we gave our interview spot to let him do it, And at the point in the process, he was like, that's really nice of you guys. And I was like, yeah. He's like, a lot of the groups have not been that nice to me starting out. And I was like, they aren't. I was like, we know. We get it, And he goes, you guys are really nice about it, though. And we're like, well, why not, He's like, can I tell you guys the truth? And I was like, what? I was like, what's that? He's like, I've watched a lot of your guys' stuff, and I've copied some of your ideas. And I was just like, okay, we copied them from somewhere else, Like, it's no shit, bro, But yeah, thank you to him. Thank you to all the other groups that have been nice to us. If I can remember the names off the top of my head. But there's been so many. So many great people. Thank you to the companies that, supported us along the way.
Yeah.
threw us bones here and there. You know, that were just like, hey, you know, we won't mention them by name because we don't want to show favoritism. You know, but yeah. But yeah, at this point, I think it's about all the thank yous we can really throw out at this point.
Yeah, I think what's been said what's needed to be said has been said.
Yeah, I can't think of
I
anything
know we kind
else.
of rambled, but
Yeah, I mean, well, this is a video that, you know, it should be longer because it's you know, it's the end of an era,
yeah,
the end of a journey.
it was a hell of a journey. I'll give it say that.
Yes, 12 fucking years for me. We started conventions in 2008.
It was coming up on. It'd be 11 in June because it was Colossal Con 09 was my first convention.
12 years for the convention. 8 years of filming for interviews. And 2016, I think, was when the streaming started. I think.
Yes, because
So-
I moved out of my apartment. Before
4
Sesame.
years.
We've been doing
4 years of streaming. And for me, at one point, it was streaming 3 and 4 and 5 days a week.
Yeah.
For 3, 4, 5 hours a day. Thank you, Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Friday the 13th. Yeah, it's been interesting.
Hell of a ride.
It's been a very interesting. It's been lots of goods, some bads, mostly good.
Yeah, I mean we've
I'd
had,
say 90% good, 10%.
it's been we've had some low points, some hurdles we've had to deal with, but
Yeah.
we got through them.
The last year has been a big low point, a lot. It's just, there's been a lot of things in the last year that have just been like, why are we doing this anymore? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but nothing to do with the fans, of course,
No.
nothing. But just, no, it's, the journey is over, we've completed our
We've
goal.
gone as far as where it's going to take us.
We've gone the distance.
Yes.
We've come to the dead end in the road.
Yeah, so now, like I said, we're turning the keys over to Christian. You know, so please continue to support him and the channel.
Yes.
You know, like I said, you're just not going to see the three of us.
You're just not going to see us anymore. But like I said, like,
Will
you
we
know,
pop up from time to time? Maybe.
there's a year's worth of interviews that, you know, I've touched personally that will be going up. So you can remember that if you want to. There's all of the footage of us from, all the conversations we've had, you know. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. If any of us ever try to run for public office, we're fucked. The only one that would be me. I wouldn't give a fuck anyway. Hey, actually, people would probably like me better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, Christian's taken over. I mean, Christian's been there, you know, since 2015 or 16? I think 2015.
I'm trying to think.
I think we were not too long before the streaming started.
No, it was actually earlier than that.
Was it?
14.
Was it 14?
Because he went to Houston with
I
us.
can't fucking remember, dude.
Yeah, because it was 2014 that. we went to
104,
Houston.
143 fucking conventions I've forgotten. You know, they've all
It kind of starts to blur.
They've all melded together. My goal originally was like to reach 50, and then once I reached 50, like until 50, I kept my badges, which I think I still have them actually, or maybe I threw them out. No, I think I still have them. But anyway, I kept my badges to 50, and then once you reach 50, you're just like, you know what I mean? Like you leave a convention and it goes in the trash, you know?
Yeah.
But like, oh God, Jesus, the food we have eaten, the people we have seen, the places we've been. The miles we've put on cars. God, the miles we've put on cars.
Yeah.
A 24-hour drive to fucking Florida.
That was a good time.
With a windshield wiper coming off in the middle of the night.
During a rainstorm.
During a rainstorm, having to looking for a McDonald's to find a Walmart, getting off at the exit, and look, Walmart!
Dude, it was fate that we were supposed to find that Walmart. It
Great.
was, because we were like, oh, there's a McDonald's.
And then me getting out in the rain and fixing the windshield wiper while he holds a flashlight for me to do it.
Well, hold on. And while the other three idiots in the car
Are sleeping. And then fixing it again in Georgia because we had to. And then and then no offense to the people in the state of Florida. Why does your state smell like butt? Because it does. We drove across the border into Florida and the car started to smell like ass. And we said, well, you know, 5 sweaty guys in the fucking car, that's why. And then we drove back out of the state on Sunday, still smelled like ass. Got maybe 20 miles into Georgia, and the smell was gone. And me and Zach looked at each other and said, "It's the state that smells like that."
Yeah, or my whole out of that entire trip, the thing that really sticks with me, it kind of irritates me a little bit, was we finally get to Miami, get to our hotel. Me and all five. There was 5 of us. It was me, Mike,
Jared, Quinn, and Ansel.
Yes. The 2 drivers were me and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We get to Miami. We get to our hotel. We get all of our crap in there. We check in. Ansel, Quinn, and Jared pass out. Me and Mike.
And they slept like the whole way too. Like literally. They
Yeah,
did.
like me and Mike are like looking at each other like, is this really happening right now?
We slept for what, like an hour or 2, maybe?
If that, because we couldn't sleep.
And then we woke up and we're like, let's go find the convention. You know?
Yeah,
let's go
find
find
out-
where it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, so we know where to go.
We drove around for like an hour just fucking looking around the city and shit. It was Miami,
Yeah.
for those of you wondering. 24-hour drives to Texas twice.
I think it was after Miami. You and I looked at each other.
No
we're like,
more of that.
we're like, we're
no
flying
more
from now on.
24-hour drives. 12 at most. And then the 12 got moved down to 10.
Yeah. And now it's like, yep.
And now it's just like no more than 7.
I mean, hell, even to Chicago, we're just like, let's just
Oh
fly
my
to Chicago.
god, yeah. Chicago. I mean, the drive is not hard. It just takes forever.
And there have been a lot of like car trips that have been awesome. Like speaking of Chicago, so
Remember the guy that almost died or did die or something? We don't know.
no, I remember it was the year that the first year I went to Anime Central was we were driving. It was
Oh,
real
that's
thick-
another one that's been good to us over the years.
Yeah.
Anime Central. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a real thick fog. Like we're on the Ohio Turnpike. I think we're in Indiana at this point.
Yeah. Are you
And-
talking about the one I think you're talking about?
Where-
The bathroom of horror?
No, that was the following year, but we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Well, it's like the middle of the night, thick fog. We can't.
Oh, yeah!
And there's a guy driving beside us. All of a sudden, he drives into a construction zone.
And just is going cone,
Yeah,
cone,
like, it
barrel,
wasn't-
barrel.
It wasn't like they tore. He drove into like.
Like he bumped them or something? No, he's flattening these fuckers with his
Yeah,
SUV.
because they had like sectioned off the road with the cones, but you couldn't see him. It was too late. It was kind of comical. He just kind of like looked at us, and it was just like,
What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then the bathroom of horrors the next year. I swear to God, that guy died.
he had to have.
Something. Fuck.
God. So we're coming back from ASIC. We stop off at a rest area in Indiana. I go up to the bathroom and come out. He goes in. He comes out laughing. I'm like,
How
what?
did you not see that?
I don't know. And,
Oh,
like,
I smelled it.
I smelled it too, but I was like, oh, it was like. There's
I'm
nothing
more
about it.
curious than you, I think.
I just didn't care. And we go. He comes laughing. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, go look at the one
You
stall.
go look in the fucking handicap stall.
Someone had gotten in there, and basically, for lack of words, just shit their brains out all over-
Everywhere.
yeah.
Everywhere.
Toilet, the seat,
The
the floor,
toilet,
the
the wall, the seat, everything. Like, it was just covered. How did they get it on the roof? Because it was up the whole, it was like up the ceiling. And just, what? You know?
I feel bad for the poor person who had to clean
Oh,
that up.
fuck, that's a hose. That's a power washer. Fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
There was a drain in there, you know? I seen it. But,
Just open up the drain, hose it down.
God. Oh, jeez.
Had someone do that at the one restaurant I worked at. Same thing. Same thing. They clogged the toilet too.
Is
which
that
made it
Brandon
worse.
Irons?
No, it's the one after that one, the sandwich place.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that happened. I was just
Oh,
like, oh
God.
god.
But yeah, we've got a lot of stories like that, guys, over the years. And
And we're
like,
sorry we can't tell you all the stories right now. It's
oh,
just,
God.
we'd be here
If
forever.
we could have told you all the stories, guys, we would have. But most of the stories include vault stuff that we can't talk about.
Yeah.
But we've seen a lot of crazy shit over the years. Which is you know, us talking about this. You know,
One more
like,
story. Almacon. We get to the two stories branch off of that. So the one guy, I don't know if he wants
Sully.
Sully. So we're going to Almacon, which Alma, if you're from Alma, you know, I'm not dissing your city.
It's out in the middle of bumfuck fucking Egypt.
Yeah, so we're trying to find a hotel, and
middle of the night at like what, 11 o'clock?
it was like 1 in the morning.
Was it one? I don't remember.
Because we
Damn.
left late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was,
just
yeah. I
like
guess
get
you're
off
right.
work.
Yeah, it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so
Dead of winter.
yeah, and we make a wrong turn to find the hotel. We end up in the middle of the woods.
And this is back before GPS.
Yeah, this is back when we still used paper directions.
Paper directions. Oh god.
We're definitely showing our age at this point.
Oh god. MapQuest.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
all of a sudden, here from the back seat where Sully was sitting, This is
I
all-
stop off at I pull off into a parking lot that's like a business just out in the middle of nowhere, and we're surrounded by
trees.
just that business and a forest. And we're in the middle of winter. It's dark, and it's like what 4 guys in a car in a van, and that's it,
Yeah.
right? And fucking like you said, Sully in the backseat goes,
This is how horror movies start.
and we all turn around and look at him and go, "I'll tell you what, motherfucker. If Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers or any type of fucking psycho-wielding, knife-wielding fucking asshole comes out of that
Or if
woods
I hear banjos.
or something, we're throwing you at them for saying that." He goes, "That's fair enough."
It's like, hey, I don't have to be the fastest guy in the group. I
Just
just
have to
outrun
outrun you. We always had a guy picked out in the group that was sacrifice.
Yeah. And then we finally get to the hotel, and the bar had just closed, and you're checking in.
So okay, little backstory on that before you finish that story. I don't drink. I drank one time in the last year because I was in a bad spot, and I drank one time, one day, half a bottle of whiskey, and it didn't even make me drunk, which tells you why I shouldn't drink, because the amount of alcohol it would take to get me drunk, it would probably fucking kill me. But I don't drink. That was the first time I drank since I was 21, so 10 years.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't drink. But for some reason, I have this aura about me that attracts the one drunk person in the room.
Yeah, so he's at the checkout desk, and some guy comes up to him and goes, "This guy,
This guy.
he's all right." And now we were all in the van.
And he wanted to be my buddy, basically.
Yeah, and that was hysterical.
And it happens every fucking time. If there's a drunk person in the room, they'll find me.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I know we keep rambling. And
For Ansel's case, it was the one black girl in the room every time that would find him, who was usually bigger than him, and was basically like, "I'm taking him with me." And Ansel going, "Help me!" That shit was always... Remember the one that picked him up and started to carry him with her to her room? That shit was hilarious. He's like, "Help me!" We're just like, "Ma'am, that's rape. You're doing rape right now."
But,
Oh, I guess you're right.
but yeah,
Fucking funny.
the ride we have taken over these past 8 years.
Has been a lot of fun.
A lot of
the
fun.
problem is that in the last year or two, those stories like that what kept us going all these years
Far and few.
are basically non-existent. Yeah.
And like we've all started to go in different directions with our lives. You know, so it's just it was sort of like, and I don't know how you feel about this, and I probably should have mentioned this. We were kind of like putting the Ohio guy stuff on the back burner
Yeah.
because there were other things we wanted to do.
Yeah. It was just getting to the point where it was work. And we were getting disappointed more and more with different things. And just, the final straw was we were at a convention. And we won't say what convention.
And some stuff happened.
And some stuff happened. And literally, we showed up on the convention on Friday. The stuff went down that happened.
And we left
it was nothing like we didn't fuck up. The convention really didn't fuck up. It was some other stuff. And
it was just how a certain scenario played
it was a
out.
screwing the fans type of deal.
And
including
so,
us.
So then 90 minutes later, we decided to leave.
We literally got up, walked out of the room. All 3 of us got together that were there, me, you, and Crane. And I looked at you guys and said, "I have never left a convention on a Friday. I have never just drove back home, right?"
Yeah, I mean, we've left conventions early for other reasons.
Other reasons, like we were done for the weekend.
Or,
was
like, there were
more
no autograph
interviews.
sessions
There
on
was no autograph
Sundays.
sessions, no interviews, so we went home, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But I looked at you guys and I was like, hotels, it's too late to cancel it. We're going to lose at least one night, So we can stay for the weekend and pay for the 2 nights. And I said, this is what I would do. I was like, but if you guys want to stay, that's what we'll do. I was like, or we can go get pizza at our favorite pizza place and go home. And just eat the one night. Because we're eating one night no matter what. So we're eating 2 nights and getting fucked at the convention all weekend. Or we just go home, eat one night, and have a good pizza.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's... My choice is eat the pizza, go home, right? And they both looked at me and said, "No, yeah, we agree. Like, let's go get lunch and go home." Yeah, when you roll back into the driveway, 6 hours after you left, it's just like, yeah, that was it. That was the that was the final nail in our coffins for us.
Like, we tried, and it wasn't...
It wasn't just that one.
There have been other
there have been
things that,
other ones that were leading to
yeah,
that.
building up to this particular
We
scenario.
were waiting for the big one. We'd been going, and one of them was okay, and then there were some other ones that weren't, and it was just over the last year, it just went downhill. You know, everything was just like, you know, but we hadn't hit the rock bottom yet. You know, but that one just
Was rock bottom.
we basically had to pull Crane out of that room before he blew the hell up on people because
Well, I mean...
he was
a lot of
getting to
people
that
did.
point. Other people were already blowing up. Like, we, you know, but us being, you know, professional as we can be. Although I do blow up from time to time. It's like earlier tonight. But no, yeah, like, I stood up, looked at you who was sitting beside, because we got separated at that point.
Yeah.
Looked at you and I went like this. I stood up, made a noise at you, you looked at me and I went like this. You know, like that, which is the universal sign of, fuck it, right?
Yeah.
You know? And you basically grabbed Crane and, because I could see Crane's face just slowly becoming angry. You know?
Yeah. And those of you who probably know what convention I'm talking about and were there, you know what happened.
You know which convention we're talking about. Don't put it in the comments.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Because if you do, we're just going to delete it.
Yeah. Well, Christian will delete it, but yeah. But it just, that was the final nail in our coffins. Like, we were just like, and coffin done, you know.
Yeah.
We went home after that, and we were like, we went home that day, had the weekends off. You guys had the weekends off, you know, and stuff like that. We hung out the next day. We went to like eat and then went to the movies.
Yeah.
And when we were sitting there eating and stuff, we were talking it through with a former member actually, and we were just like, you know, he was sitting there listening to us and going, so it's hit that shitty, and we're like, yeah, it's that shitty at this point.
Yeah.
And he's like, why are you still doing it then? And we were like, honestly, we don't know. You know what I mean? Like, so we thought about it that whole day, discussed everything, and by the end of the day, we were all like, nope, that's it. That's it. And that was a little while ago. That was, at this point, it was
2 months ago.
two and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know when this video will go up because we still have some other stuff to do before we completely vacate the premises. I still have some interviews to edit and put up for Christian so he's not left high and dry. So there's basically a year's worth of footage, but there's still some more that I need to do. We're basically setting Christian up so that he isn't just being left with an empty slate, you know. Because we wouldn't want to do that to Christian, because that's not right. It's not right to do it to you guys, the fans. But yeah, like, so when this video goes up, obviously it's not going up right after we filmed it. This could be a couple months down the road. Who knows? But it will be going up. And when it does go up, then you guys will know. Yeah, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's over.
Yep.
The line,
ride has come to a complete
The ride has
stop.
come to an end.
Please get out.
As the ride comes to a complete stop, unbuckle your seatbelts and remove yourself from the ride. Don't forget to pick up your personal items because Disneyland is not responsible for your personal items that are lost or stolen. Have a nice day.
Please exit through the gift shop.
Yes, something like that. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World. Six Flags, Dragon Lake was always my thing.
When I went,
Or Cedar Point.
Yeah, there are a lot of rides there. A lot of amusement parks do that. Where you get off this big ride and you go through the gift
It's always
shop
that spiel.
with the heavy exit in the gift shop on purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Which I never fell for that shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, guys. So yeah, Christian's gonna be taking over. Continue to support him, please.
Yes.
You know, if you see us online, if you're our friends on, you know, PlayStation or Steam, whatever, and you see us online and we're gaming or something like that, you want to send us a message. You know, we're not being like, hey, fuck you, we're not talking to any of you fucks anymore. No, that's
no,
not what we're doing. You know, it's just the filming's done.
Yeah, you know, and to those who always join us on like Friday the 13th, we may play from time to time.
And
so,
if you see us on, you know, send us a message. Be like, hey, I want to play. You know?
yeah, come join us.
It just won't be on film. You know, unless Christian's streaming and then we're involved. But even then, we won't be involved. It won't be like, hey, I'm Christian from the Ohio Guys, and tonight I'm joined by, you know, Mike and Zach from the Ohio Guys. No, it'll be just I'm playing with people.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because we're no longer in it. You know, we're no longer in it to win it. You know, that's just a stupid saying. But no, it's just the end is here.
The end is May.
It's been a good run. It's been a good run.
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, I think again, So, and I think really at this point, I think we've said what we need to say.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, it doesn't mean that we won't possibly be back in the future. It would be a long time, though, I think.
Yeah.
Years. Maybe you'll see some footage from us from our travels, you know. I'm sure I'll film shit when I go to places. I'm sure you will, too. And then that's a great thing to hand to Christian and be like, put it up, you know. Because it's content. And as I've always said, thank you, Johnny Knoxville, which is where this saying came from. Footage is footage.
That is true.
And I've always said that. I've always said that. Footage
Even
is
if we
footage.
can't do anything with it, just get
Footage
it.
is footage. Fuck it. Even if it ends up on the cutting room floor or just, you know, gets buried into a file and deleted and be done, fuck it. Doesn't matter. Footage is footage.
Yeah.
We've always lived by that term. There's a for as much footage as that's on our channel, there's probably triple that footage that never made it to the channel.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot that got cut
that
out.
just got fucking deleted over the years. Yeah.
Or as I started doing, putting a quacking duck over it.
Something. Yeah, or something. Shit, dude, me and Kramer were thinking about starting a fucking gun section on the channel, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. We were thinking about doing like a target shooting gun thing, like at the gun ranges and shit, because we were like, fuck it, why not, you know?
Yeah.
Because at the end, we were just like, fuck it, we're gonna do what the fuck we want. But that's not what this channel's about. You know, like, you know, that's cheapening what it is, you know. But, yeah, fuck it. But yeah, thanks, guys. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. You know, I forget what song that is.
Yeah.
Hello to hey, goodbye. What the fuck's that from?
I'm not sure, but I think it's I think it's appropriate. We're gonna do two things. I think for the last time, I'm gonna leave you with this saying: is that in life, without failure, we have no success.
And I'll leave you with mine for the last time. You gotta do what you want to do to be happy with you. Which is why we're going.
Yep.
Goodbye,
And now-
everybody.
Yep. And now, we're gonna instant transmission out of here.
I wish.
Do it.
Japan,
See ya!
Japan, Japan.